Hi everyone, it's Dynamizer here again, and today we're going to show 4 build setups for mages focused on the Sorcery tree. Sorcery benefits from using a 2H staff. As you can see in the Mana Fountain passive, global cooldown is reduced when a 2H weapon is equipped. In this video, I'll sometimes show the best in slot items for the build. So if you're seeing a world boss item, remember that you can replace it with Erenor or replace Erenor with Hyram for a cheaper version. Let's talk about all the options, and don't forget to pause the video if you need to check any specific stat as I'm showing them. Our first setup option is Cloth Hyram Mage. This setup is very easy to make and much cheaper compared to the others. As a mage, you sometimes rely on charms to deal damage, so if you play well, you won't notice that much of a damage loss. On the other hand, this setup feels very tanky, so it fits well in a Revenant playstyle. To me, that's the easiest way to jump into the game and already feel useful as a mage in raids. To make this setup even more flexible, you can even choose confinement gems over escape gems on your sleeves. This will make your freeze and bubble effects last longer, for example. Another good thing about this build is that you can mix with a Cruel Glory sash or Shadow Warrior's shadow sleeves. Our second setup option is Cloth Lib Mage. This option can have the highest damage ceiling among magic defense penetration mage builds. Since the library set gives you a lot of critical rate, magic defense penetration, and flat magic attack, you can give up on critical rate in other places to invest in tankiness, like toughness gems on your hood, attack speed on your weapon synthesis, or sorcery skill damage gems on your hood. To complement the 90 flat magic attack bonus from the set effect plus Lunafrost, you can look for Garden Anthelon Pants for an extra 3% magic attack, giving you as much magic attack as an Ocean Frost Erenor mage. This setup has high and consistent damage, also being an option for Malediction mage users. Our third option is Cloth Erenor Ocean Frost Mage. This option is the endgame meta for mages. With this one, you can both frontline and deal a lot of damage. The Erenor Frost gives both 6% magic attack and 5.6% damage reduction, making you tough to kill in clumps, especially under your searing rain, while still reaching 3000 magic attack. This setup has 600 less magic defense penetration than the last one, but still has enough to fully penetrate charmed targets, allowing you to play Spellsinger in open world for big bursts. Our fourth and final option is Cloth Erenor Wave Mage. This one is more of an off-meta mage, but just as expensive as the last one. Having access to the Wave Frost Erenor lets you reach close to 450% critical damage under rhythm stacks from Songcraft. This setup has the highest damage ceiling among all setups, but having less magic defense penetration makes your damage less consistent. The actual downside is trading tankiness for damage potential, as this build tends to be squishier by not having the 3% damage reduction from the chest Lunafrost, or the 5.6% damage reduction from the Ocean Erenor Lunafrost combo. If your goal is to have the highest damage ceiling to burst targets, and you can afford an Erenor set, this could be your option. So those are the 4 endgame mage gear builds I consider the best. Other builds like Leather Hyram or 3 library plus 4 Hyram can work as well, but I'd pick any of these 4 builds for a sorcery mage before considering the leather ones. If you have any questions or suggestions, write them down in the comments. See you guys in the next video.